I remember when I was in 4th grade, my teacher, Miss Wolf, told us we were going to write nonfiction essays that we researched about. I decided to write about why animals should not be kept in zoos. I was doing research when I came across a website that gave me a lot of useful information, but there's something that bothered me. It was a creepy picture that showed a lot of depressed puppies squished inside a small cage. Because of limited space, some of their heads had to stick out of the cage to find fresh air. The picture horrified me, and I still remember it really well, even after a year. Another unpleasant story is from my 3rd grade teacher. She used to take her daughter to an indoor animal zoo close to SeaWorld. There was a crowded room where children could play with turtles. Some kids flipped the turtles over for fun and then left. No one even bothered to flip the turtles back over, not even the staff. I was mad at them because the turtles don't know how to flip themselves back over. Without help, they're just stuck upside down. They can't eat, drink, or move freely. And then they could just die. We all know the term animal abuse, but how many of us have really thought about our careless or intentional behavior towards animals are considered a part of it? Animal abuse is the crime of putting physical pain, suffering, or death on an animal, which is usually a pet. Abuse includes hitting, neglecting, killing, and much more. Animals are just like humans. They need freedom to roam around and do what they want to do. Humans know they have power, so they put animals behind bars for entertainment, satisfaction, or other reasons. One day, I went out with my family for breakfast. Right next to the restaurant was an animal shelter. There were several rows of dog cages with cute, small-sized dogs inside. The cages only had the basic needs: food, water, and a small place for the dogs to sleep. That was it. As I got closer to the door, I could hear a lot of barking, and I saw a few of the dogs standing up on their hind legs and using their front paws to scratch the wall and door of the cage. Clearly, they were trying to get out and run free. This is an example of animals in captivity, which is another kind of animal abuse. If animals are born in captivity, they could spend their entire lives in a no-good cage. They could also develop a mental disease called psychosis. Psychosis could be caused by boredom or depression because in captivity, humans control animals' lives based on our own preferences, whether it's when they eat, what they eat, how much they eat, or anything else. We leave them no choices. Animals would really like to be free, just like humans. Imagine if you were locked up behind bars for your entire life. Now, obviously, you would try to get out, but the cage would be made out of metal. Without a chainsaw, you can't break out. That's probably really annoying and exactly how the animals feel when they fail to get out of their cages. Day after day, the locked up animals turn depressed and can get psychosis. Every single year, thousands of animals are abused. It's a sad fact, but all of us can help stop it because even just doing a small, kind action to animals helps. It could go from treating them nicely, taking good care of them, or anything else in good faith. If you have a pet at home, then don't abuse it. Spend some time with it to make it feel wanted and comfortable. Also, don't abandon your pet. There are lots of abandoned animals on the streets that have died. Adopting one will completely change their lives. They have someone that loves them, takes care of them, and can play with. If you can't take the abandoned animal in, you can bring it to a shelter like Karuna, so it has another chance to be rescued by someone else. Report animal abuse if you see it, and don't abuse animals that you see. There is also something called World Animal Day, which is on October 4th every single year. It's a worldwide event that celebrates animal rights and welfare. You can raise awareness of animal issues by promoting anti-animal abuse organizations, fundraise and donate to charity, or volunteer to help animals. Since 1925, a growing community has been striving to end the suffering of all animals. PETA is the largest animal rights organization. It stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. You can donate some money to help because 83% of the money PETA has earned goes to helping animals. PETA has also done a lot of non-money related things to help animals, like convincing some of the largest fashion brands to not use fur, exposing thousands of examples of animal abuse, and much more. I hope that in the future, animal abuse will not be an issue anymore. I want to tell my future self, say no to animal abuse and continue treating animals the way they deserve to be treated. If you have been abusing animals, stop. Start treating them nicely. Thank you for listening.